Hi everybody, Laura Basson here for Pinkfresh Studio. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've got a fun and festive project to share with you featuring the December Days stamp set along with the coordinating dies. So let's dive right in. I'm starting with this little leafy branch image on the bottom of the stamp set there, and I'm going to create a background pattern just repeatedly stamping this leafy branch image. I'm using some Mama Elephant pigment ink in the color lemongrass. It's one of my favorite lime green colors. You can see I just randomly covered this entire panel with that one leafy branch image. Now I take this tiny little bloom, that solid bloom in the December Days stamp set, and I'm going to stamp that a few times on a piece of scrap paper using another Mama Elephant pigment ink called Fresh Mint. And I just stamped several of those, and then I'm going to take the coordinating dies. One thing I love about the Pinkfresh coordinating dies is they're already pre-cut for you. And I am loving the convenience of having these pre-cut. Most of the time I got to take out my metal snips and snip all my dies apart, and I poke myself in the finger, but this is very nice. So now what I'm doing is adhering all the die cut blooms randomly onto my stamped background panel with some glossy accents. And then next I wanted to create a very simple little white tag. So I took a piece of white cardstock and my craft knife, and I'm trimming off the top right and left corners. Very simple to make your own tag. And then I'll take a little circle punch a hole right in the middle. Bada boom, bada bing, you got yourself a simple white tag. Now I'm threading some red and white baker's twine. Gonna bring in the Christmas spirit with the red. And we're going to start layering up. This is going to be a very layered project. Sometimes I like to do really clean and simple, and other times I like to layer it up. So I got a little piece of vellum and then my little tag. And now to add some more interest, I thought I would just run a very simple straight stitch right through that vellum and tag. I'm not much of a seamstress, but I can kind of sorta try to do a straight stitch. And I like to do it on my cards every now and again. I like the added texture and interest. I like to leave the loosey-goosey threads, which I did here. Now I'm stamping an image from the December Days stamp set, this adorable little teacup with the teeniest, tiniest little bird sitting on it. I'm coloring this very simply. I sped it up because I do color quite slowly. With Copic markers, you can see the caps there, so you can know exactly what colors I used. Nothing fancy, just very simple. I did a red, a green, and a very light aqua. And sometimes I take the colorless blender and just even lighten it up some more on the top to give you that gradient look. And now I'm taking the coordinating die, popping out that image, and I'm going to use some foam tape to pop this up onto my tag. All that's left to do is add a sentiment. This one here is also from the December Days stamp set. I'm going to emboss this in white onto a strip of red cardstock. Really wanted to make this sentiment pop with the red and to tie in with the red baker's twine and the little red birdie, trying to give it some sort of a Christmas feel even though overall it is a very soft and subtle card. I'm going to pop this up with foam tape, and this is all there is to it. This card is finished. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure and check out all the new stamps and dies by Pinkfresh Studio. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.